Alright, so hello everybody, welcome back. Today I wanted to make a video about studying tips for intermediate Japanese, but you can use this video for studying other languages. These tips don't just apply to Japanese, except for the last one, but you can go ahead and give them a shot. Alright, so let's get started. The first tip I have for you is getting an electronic dictionary. I have one that's really old. It's made maybe in 2002. It's a program for the Nintendo DS. I bought it while I was in Japan, and I'll go ahead and link it down below. But this is a great program because you can write in each individual kanji character and it will come up with different examples of what the character could be matched up with. Or it can show examples of how to use the kanji character in a sentence, which is pretty awesome. The other thing you can do is you can go on to the App Store and you can download Google Translate. If you have a Galaxy S Note, you can write in each individual kanji character, but you have to be very quick about it. The great thing about this app is you can go ahead and download the language pack, so that way you don't have to rely on the internet to get your translations. The final one I want to recommend for Japanese specifically is jisho.org. You do need an internet connection for this and obviously access to a computer, but you can look up kanji by the radical, you can look up kanji by writing it out, so on and so forth. Number 2, my second recommendation is a website called Lang8, and this is a fantastic website where you get to connect with other people around the world. What you do is you put in your native language and your target language, and the website will match you with somebody who has the same goals as you, but reversed. What you can do is you can write diary entries and have your friends look at your diary entries and make corrections and explain why. Or you can look through your friends' feed and you can correct their journal entries. It's a great way to practice your writing skills and your production skills. Something that's pretty difficult to do, especially if you're studying by yourself. The third thing I want to recommend to you is a website called I Know, and this is a fantastic website. Unfortunately, it's pay to use, and I used this website when it was in its beta stage. This website has a list of vocabulary words, kanji, so on and so forth. It drills you on memorizing different words. Another great thing about this website is after you completed studying a word, it'll occasionally cycle it back in to your quizzes, your daily quizzes. That way you will never forget the words that you're studying because it will come back up into your study feed over and over and over, which is good for you and me. The fourth recommendation I have is YouTube channels. Yes, YouTube. If you go to the YouTube main page, go all the way down to the bottom and you change the language preference, you can select any language of your choice. So in my case, I would choose Japanese. And then once you do that, you can see the whole page in the language you desire. So for Japanese, it'll show the most popular videos and you can go ahead and check those out, or go ahead and look up different Japanese YouTubers who cater to your interests. So maybe beauty, fashion, video gaming, beatboxing, singing. It's a great way to work on your listening skills. Number 5 is video games. You can work on improving your reading just by playing video games. Sounds too good to be true, right? But what I found was when I came back from Japan, I wanted to have constant exposure to Japanese, but in a more fun and engaging way. So I love video games, I love Zelda. I went ahead and I bought Spirit Tracks for Nintendo DS, and I had my electronic dictionary out, and whatever words I couldn't understand, I would just put them in the dictionary, and I was like, oh. And not to mention, it helps you learn new words and vocabulary. So I learned a lot of vocabulary about steam trains. Yeah. Okay, number 6. Find a language partner or a language group. If you're still at university and let's say you're planning on going abroad or you're planning on coming back and you want to keep building your skills and maintaining your skills, you can see if your university has a language exchange, or you can see if they have a Facebook page dedicated towards finding a language partner. For UCSD, we definitely have that, so if you're a UCSD student, check it out. If you're not in university, it's not a problem. You can go to meetup.com and you can enter your location and enter, for example, Japanese language group, and it will come up with a ton of different results. So from there, you can go ahead and attend those meetup groups and you can work on building your Japanese, English, Spanish, whatever skills, and you can network and maybe make some new friends. It's pretty cool. Number 7 is read short stories or read manga. Okay, manga is not going to apply to everything else, but reading short stories, this is important. Yes, it is very important. I recommend that you read out loud for at least 20 minutes a day. Why? Because you want to build up your reading skills and your reading comprehension skills. When you first start out reading, maybe you don't have to understand what each and every single word is, but you want to build up your reading speed. This is important. After you work on your reading speed, then you can start focusing on reading comprehension. Reading out loud does a lot more to help improve not just your reading, but also helps with your speaking and your intonation. If you have a language partner, maybe you could read out loud to them and they can help correct your pronunciation or your intonation, and that would be wonderful. Actually, that would be the best. Yes, the best. And in the beginning, it's gonna sound horrible. You might feel self-conscious about it, but get over it. You wanna be better at the language, you gotta do the work. The last one is number 8, studying kanji. Okay, so I have 2 tips for studying kanji. Number 1, write the kanji 30 times, over and over and over again. When you write the kanji, you want to use one of those special Japanese kanji writing books that they have for little kids. I think they have printables online if you Google it, so you can go ahead, Google it, print it out, practice writing it 30 times, yes. Number 2, my second recommended method for studying kanji is learning the radicals and making kanji maps. Learning radicals is key for just building your knowledge, because everything in kanji is one thing built off of another. So each set of radicals have a special meaning, and when you put them all together, it makes one bigger meaning. Whoa. My second recommendation is making a kanji map. So what you would do is you would write one kanji in the center of a page, draw a circle all around it, and then draw lines kind of like in spokes away from that middle kanji, and you can show all of the different possible combinations of that kanji character. And once you look at all the different combinations, it kind of gives you a better idea of what the actual meaning is rather than a cut and dry direct translation. It overall contextualizes the meaning of the characters. Okay, so those were my 8, I can't count. Those are my 8 tips, and I hope that helped you guys out. If you guys have any specific questions, or if you have any recommendations, or if you have any requests, go ahead and let me know down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. What up? And I will make more videos now that the second semester has started. I have a little bit more time. No more camp. No more camp. And if there's anything you want to see, just let me know down below. Okay. Alright, see you next time. Bye!